custard cream before we get started.
Yeah.
The only thing that I've figured out is good lighting, finally.
Oh, yeah. That's new.
It's the same fucking light that I've always had, and I've just bent it up.
Well, I don't know. It's nice to see you, Ben.
And it's nice to see you too, Finn. Back
Yeah.
like old times, eh?
Yeah. Reunited? Question mark? Who knows?
No.
It's a one-off.
Yeah.
Well,
Nah, hopefully not.
hopefully not. We'll do our best, because my schedule isn't completely set in stone, so I've no fucking idea when I'm working. So
exactly,
it'll be a case of how same as how me and Luke do our Stardew videos. It's just a case of do we have a spare time to do it? Yeah, all right, fuck it, let's do it then. That's how we're gonna approach this probably.
I like the sound of that.
I like the sound of it too. No topics today.
Nope.
We just thought, let's just chat. It's been a while.
Yep.
I don't know when the last one
was.
was.
Flow.
It was
figure out what it's like. Was it Valheim?
I think so. Yeah, because
so that was just after my birthday then.
I think
probably.
So.
Back in February.
Let's open the old second monitor. Let's go to YouTube. It's funny seeing the casual decline of our subscribers. It's funny, I wonder who is out there unsubscribing. I thought it was quite funny seeing it go from 105, 104, 103. I'm like, man, who are you people?
Yeah, but after this, it's gonna go to 102.
Yeah, Valheim episode.
Did you only just get it?
Yeah. Well, no, we're at 98 right now, so that's an improvement.
Woo!
We'll fucking gain 4 subscribers if you're out there. Do you know what? Can I just say, fucking the Minecraft saying goodbye video is at 300 views.
That's because Bonk just keep rewatching it.
Yeah,
I bet it's Rob and Zoe just putting it on in the evening. What should we watch tonight, babe? Well, let's watch the Minecraft.
The thing is, I put a TikTok video of it, but that's obviously not the 5.5-minute video. So people must see that. But the thing is, it's not linked on my TikTok. People would have to search for it somehow because it's not. It's not on my TikTok
also,
anywhere.
Because it's Minecraft, and I reckon Minecraft keyword and goodbye
might get some.
Put it high up in the algorithm.
Yeah, the algorithm's oh shit, something's big's happening with Minecraft. We need to give this to everyone.
People if you put saying goodbye to our Minecraft world Fortnite edition, we've got 1 million views.
Random comments are quite funny because I don't know who these people are. Rest in peace, but they spelt peace as in peace, but it's piece of pie. But they spelt it incorrectly, so it's not even wait, is that incorrect? No, yeah, that looks.
Is it Pisces?
Pisces, yeah.
Pisces, yeah. Rest in Pisces.
Rest in Pisces. And then, not gonna lie, I've shed a tear. Fair enough. Casia Pietris.
Who said that?
Casia Pietris, mate.
Well,
nice fair enough. I'm glad there was some emotion there. I'm glad that was the idea, to bring some emotion.
It was quite hard saying goodbye.
It was a good while, to be fair. I think
it was really nice.
I don't think it could ever come back. Not for a long time. Not until not until everyone is. Because the thing is, it was even this one was second lockdown. There was everyone was just kind of
I mean, we haven't even been back to the first one. We kept saying, "Oh yeah, we'll boot up again."
I know. Elliot's a big believer in going back, and I just think it's just not gonna happen. We can't get people back. It's just not gonna. It is too soon as well. I think you're right. I think there's an element of we need time to pass before we can just go back and revisit it.
I'm not supposed to start a new one soon as well.
Oh god. The thing is, I would want to probably. Because it'd give me a reason to come on, because I don't play fucking Apex or Valorant, and I think it's always when I come on to say I say when I come on, if I were to come on and say let's play fucking this, it'd only be you, me, and maybe one other person that would be yeah, let's do it, and would actually go and fucking, because then it'd be
the only thing sort of now that we've done. Was it CS once you popped on and played?
I played a rogue game of CS. I think I just came on randomly once when I was pretty stoned. I think I just was just sitting around. I just came on, spoke to whoever was on at the time.
Yeah, I think it was me and Simon.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, it probably
Yeah,
was.
yeah. I think
Maybe
'cause,
George. Maybe George as well. Spoken to
I
George
doubt
once.
it. It might have been George.
Oh
George
no,
is
no, no! I definitely came
very
on
into.
once to play the online sumo game with George.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you came up because you
Yes.
came back from work and you played a game or two or
Yeah, because it
something.
was George, Simon, me, and you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you hadn't won.
Yeah,
Simon and
yeah,
George had
yeah,
won,
yeah.
and you hadn't. I
Yeah,
came in and won, and
I was
you're like,
more than toasted on that occasion. I'm surprised I lasted that long. Like the amount me and George played was like unreal, and I didn't even tell him. He must have known. I was,
oh
man,
yeah,
that was unreal. Good
it
time
was
playing
good,
that game, to be
very
honest.
good. We've got to find more like silly games like that.
Silly little games, like silly one-offs, like you play like one, like 3 or 4 times, and then you just
Lunch Lady.
is that one, or is
It's not a silly little game. It's a little scary game where a fat woman
oh god,
chases you around in a dark school.
Jesus, fucking Christ, that
It's
sounds
great.
terrifying. It's like Matilda times 10. Yeah, because
Yeah,
she chased her around like the house or something.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting film.
That would be an interesting one. But better Minecraft.
Better Minecraft.
That is
Yeah,
what I propose.
I can't even remember the mods that were in. I don't know. It seems like now I'm a fucking massive pothead. It's just these random occasions where I happen to be. So that's when I
Yeah,
launched Better Minecraft. I was like, yeah, I don't know the mods because I was don't know.
it's very good. I've been playing it for the last few days with a different group of friends, and it's been very good. I've
Mm,
enjoyed it. This is a challenge for me because, as we all know, a game comes out or we start playing a game, and
yeah.
the BCT comes up in conversation. Ben completion time. And
Yeah, that's so
for
true.
better Minecraft, the
Yeah.
BCT is rather long, which is
Oh,
nice because it gives me a reason to carry on. Valheim, I smashed out in 2 weeks,
yeah.
pretty much. I clocked like 140 hours in 2 weeks, maybe
Goodness.
more. Rust again did the same thing.
Mm,
Minecraft have done it every playthrough.
yeah.
Tekkit
That
as well, all that. This one
yeah.
is proving difficult,
So is that
and I
because
think it's good.
why is that? Is there just like is there different bosses or is it just like the progression
There's
is
a
there's just a lot
few.
of it?
So I think it's also the amount of content that they've done.
Mm.
It makes it you get sidetracked more. You do other
Yeah,
things.
you get distracted
So
by like what is this? Oh, I need this.
yeah,
Oh, and to do that I need that. All right, so let's go and get that, and it's
because what it's
spirals.
done is it's basically taken the 1.17 snapshot, or it's 1.16.5
Mm.
with a mod as it's now been made into of Caves and Cliffs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which is basically the snapshot molded in, and so there's no alteration to current game mechanics, no changing of anything. It's just
Mm.
adding. So
Yeah.
you've got more biomes, more mobs, but then you've got the brand new stuff like the lush caves, the
Yeah, I
axolotls.
did think that when I played it. I was like, oh, there's a lush cave. I was like, are they?
Yeah,
I was like, are they in? Am I on 1.16? I don't know.
it was really smart the way we've done it. The Nether is terrifying because
Oh,
you've got
I didn't get to the nether.
lots of different bosses and well, not bosses, but difficult mobs to encounter.
Yeah, like actual fucking beings that are like
Yeah.
in there.
You've got other dimensions. So not only with the Nether and the End, you've now got the Deep Dark, the Abyss,
God. Yeah, no, I
the
mean, to be
Cursed
fair,
Realm.
gotta give it to him. Branding's on point. It does seem
It's
like better,
very good.
but you know, it could be subjective. Better as in,
So I think,
there's more
yeah,
Minecraft to do, just more stuff.
yeah,
Which is what we always go on about in games. It's like I wish there was like just more, just things, because
more
as
progression.
and it gets brought up with the BCT. You know, you complete it
does,
and you
yeah.
look for more things. You're like, you look for more interesting shit to do in that game. And now look,
'Cause
boom, here you are.
Yeah.
Better Minecraft.
Sadly, what happens a lot of the time is you just start forcing yourself to do stuff. You in your head, you're like, I want to play this game, but you're already bored of it. But you're trying to convince yourself you're not.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
Yeah,
Like
I
you
think I
play
would.
something,
I think
you
I
get
do with
over
some
it, but
stuff.
you don't let yourself leave it. And then you start doing. You go like, I'm going to build this. You don't like doing it. You don't enjoy doing it. So it turns out shit. And then you're like, I don't want
Yeah,
to play this game for like 5 months.
I think that was. I think that's Red Dead 2 online that I was playing with that shooter guy. I think like when I played with him, it was good, but whenever I tried to play it on my own, I was just like, I don't know what to do. I was kind of like, It's kind of just shit.
Games are just better with people, unless it's a dedicated story game like The Last of Us or Dead Space. Games where you've got a dedicated story.
100%. I think that was Stardew. I can't play single player. There's no way in hell that I'm going to play that game on my own. I just don't think I could. I don't think I would have the drive. I'd play it for like a day or two and I'd go, yeah, it's fun. And then I just wouldn't open it again. Not because I'm like, no, I don't want to play that. I'm bored of it. It'd be like, maybe I'll play FIFA, or maybe I'll play Minecraft with Luke. I wouldn't want to play single player Stardew. Not that it's not a great game, because I fucking love playing it with Luke.
Oh, yeah,
but that's your point. With Luke, me and it, I fucking love Stardew. Everything about that game with Luke, for some reason, it just makes it so much more fun. And it's probably like, it makes it seem like but playing Minecraft with Luke, I don't know, it's just like reignited a bit of fun, because it's just like, we just know we're just going to knob about. We're like, not going to, like, we're building a fucking, like, what, I don't even know what it is. It's like an igloo in a mountain, but it doesn't really make sense for it to be there. Like it, right? And we're like, is this our home, or is this like a James Bond lair? Like, are we making it homely, or
is it actually out of ice?
Yeah, we're making it out of snow blocks so far, because we're right at the beginning. We haven't gone caving yet in 1.17.
You just started chucking snow in a mountain.
We've done 2 streams of it so far, and all it was us walking about, going to treasure chests and like desert temples and shipwrecks, and then we're like, right, we should probably settle down somewhere. We settled down, and then I was like, I need to go find a dark oak for the wood, because we're only using spruce. And I was like, walking around, I travelled fucking like tens of thousands of blocks, all stream, didn't find anything, and then went back, and it was kind of like, well, I didn't get any further along in this. Just looking at this fucking small hill, which we're making into an igloo or something. I don't know. It's weird.
Who knows? Bullshit towers.
Yeah, it's honestly. I think there's a lost. I don't know. It's weird. I don't want to like just talk about my Twitch streams all the time.
No, that's fine.
Yeah,
it's just successful.
To be fair, it's new. We haven't spoken on it because it's been because we stopped doing Benley just because I kept focusing on streaming. I was just like bashing it out, and now here we are.
And I was working tons.
You were working
and tons thinking about it, both different ventures, the streaming and me working, have changed.
They've changed.
I'm officially promoted.
You've been promoted.
And you, officially, which has been great. I've been acting management for a long time.
You kept saying you were like, now basically management.
And now I am management.
You get paid like a manager.
I can give whoever I want a right hook, and life is great. Morning, love. Bush. Sun, please. Bush. Night. It's back to bed for you, woman.
Damn straight.
It's great though.
Yeah.
Progress.
That is progress. I think Twitch is a funny bit of progress, because like, obviously it's not going to happen overnight, but then equally some days there'll just be random growth for literally no reason. Like, I'll just be like chilling, the only viewer is me, and I'm just like commentating, just doing my thing, just playing the game. And then one person will join, and then there'll be like 2, and then they'll start talking to each other, and then a third will join, and then all 3 will follow, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then one of them will subscribe for no reason. I'm like, well, all right, guys, what's going on here? And then for a week there'll be nothing, and I'm like, that's weird, that's strange.
Yeah,
but, I think that's just Twitch.
Twitch is a strange one.
It's a strange one. Ever since I learned that you can't just grow naturally on Twitch, you need other things, and you need to get people from those other things onto your Twitch stream. So any Benley listeners, Finley Martin on Twitch, you need to go there.
Yeah,
right. It's fun. I think I do. I think I do an okay job. I think there is.
Well, I am a viewer every now and then.
Yeah, I mean,
if I'm on my break at work and I see the notification come up, sometimes I sit there munching on a sandwich, watching Finley.
Honestly,
playing wherever you're playing.
I think the one thing that I think I have that other don't is weirdly the Yegor stuff. I think it creates.
You've got a deep character lore.
It creates such a weird energy about it, because the way I keep explaining it is, it's not me playing the game. We're watching Yeg live in that world, like whatever it could be, whether it's FIFA, Minecraft, Stardew. Like in Stardew, the whole Yegor, Cena, and Jaffa thing is not me and Luke playing Stardew. It's we're watching these 2 weird fucking characters that we just constantly improvise their backstory. I don't know how it works. Like the fact in one of the videos, Luke even says, it's like, you know, their ages are unknown, but some say it could be into the hundreds, and it's like, how does that make sense? Like, Igor being like from the 1960s, we're only in the 2020s. How is he fucking at 200 years? It doesn't make sense. But I think that is the one.
You should say something like Igor, in fact, remembers celebrating God's 20th birthday.
There's so many things that it's just you just got to say. I think it's also like, I don't know, just like the way the fact it's so improvisational is just so weird. Like I haven't
Any
thought,
good delivery.
Yeah, like I don't think before a stream like this is Yeg's background. No, it's just completely on the spot. Whatever happened, like in FIFA, Yeg gets sent off. Why is that? What Yeg's got a temper on the pitch. You know, it's been known. It's been known in many games throughout his career in Kiev, in the Ukraine, up to Poland. He's been red cards every day. He's only just now getting it sorted. And it's just this like, if I just keep talking and layering on random exposition to why Yeg is the way he is, I feel like people get lost in it. That's the idea, anyway. And I think that's why it's so stupid to introduce him into any game, every game. It doesn't matter what it is. There's a way.
Well, he originated from a game.
Yeah, and that's what's so funny.
It's funny thinking about how like evolved it is. It was a character from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, who originally appeared in the single player, then was added as a multiplayer character.
Yeah, but
and then you got that legendary skin with the Ronaldo haircut.
Yeah, and I just it was, do you know what, it was the fact, I just fell in love with Yeg just because I think it was just the name. I think it was the name that drew me to him because it was just so weird. It wasn't Igor. It wasn't like Igor. It's Yegor. I don't know how else to say it. It's not, it might be Yegor.
I bet it is actually spelled pronounced Igor. I bet it is.
It probably is because it's Ukrainian.
But then,
it's a Ukrainian name.
Yeah.
It does. I'm going to look up how
to... Just one day you started popping up with another fun fact about Igor.
It was
number 365. And just how Igor actually invented swimming.
Do you know what, I think that was the thing because we all made jokes about like why Yeg was the way he was. Like, oh, Yeg's a heroin addict, you know, and it was just like that's why he was like that's why I would split off. And you'd be like, why is he over there? It's like, you know, Yeg's looking for his fix. Or did you know that Yeg beat Michael Phelps but was denied the gold medal because of drug abuse? It doesn't make sense. And then like everyone else would say it, and then we're in CSGO and it'd be Yegor fun fact number 3,704. It's like, oh my god, why are there so many? But then I would just change the number and it would just be more just jokes. It'd just be jokes. And now it's become this thing which I can't leave. I love it so much. I think it just makes games more fun as well. Like, why is Yegor here? Why is Yegor with, you know, Uncle Ben? Well, why is he with
I was
these
going to segue onto that.
Yeah, like there's just so many
in
characters.
the last couple of months, I've now established Uncle Ben a bit more.
The Uncle Ben cinematic universe is coming out.
Yeah, well, because I originally my old like gamer tags or something, I used to be Sleepy Dwarf and I Got an Idea, and then when was it? I think it was when we joined Club Penguin for. No, it wasn't. It was Modern Warfare. When we first got Modern Warfare, I put my name as Uncle Ben because I used to always talk about Uncle Ron at work for some reason. I don't know who that is, but Uncle Ron was a person that I'd spoke about, and it evolved to Uncle Ben. And then I noticed that people would sort of pinpoint my name in Call of Duty lobbies. You hear people just Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben, and it was funny. And then I thought, you know, I'm going to take on the Rice Man part of it. So on my Steam profile, it was I can't say the second part, but it was Rice Man Kiddie something, and and I changed my picture to him, like to Uncle Ben, and then recently we evolved it to Uncle Ben Cuz, and that's where I took an image of Uncle Ben using my Samsung Galaxy Note 20 pen, drew loads of stuff onto it, like a nose ring, earrings. He had the teardrop and the cross, and then the snapback and everything, and made him into a gang member almost. And then, even more recently, I'm now Uncle Ben's Onion.
Uncle Ben's Onion.
On Steam. And it's now that Uncle Ben Cuz slapped on an onion on a white background.
He's growing.
That's where we are now.
He's evolving. Or This is a new Uncle Ben. It's a separate.
It's a new chapter.
Yes, it's a new chapter.
Because as we see these days, you can be who you can identify as whatever you want.
That's
and I think Turnip is next.
I think he deserves to be Turnip, honestly. I found a video which is how to pronounce Yegor, and it's spelt the exact same way, and it just says Russian Russia. So well, you won't be able to hear it.
No.
Pronouncenames.com.
But everyone else will be.
Yegor.
Yegor.
So you do pronounce
I
the
do
Y.
Yegor.
Yeah, I literally just say it the English way, and sometimes I do say Yegor. So that's probably the closest I've ever come, is saying Yegor.
How would you say Uncle Ben's onion in Russian?
Google Translate English to Russian. This is such a deviation from what we're.
Who cares? We said no topics.
Ben's onion. Right.
Лук дяди Бена.
So.
Лук дяди Бена.
It sounds so broken. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it?
Лук дяди Бена.
Luke Diedia Bena is roughly. I obviously cannot pronounce Russian very well, but I'm trying to copy it. It's so like, I don't know how to.
Robot.
Yeah, like so robotic because it's like those words don't go together in Russia. So why would Russia have those words make sense together?
Лук дяди
I bet in
Бена.
Russia they've only been said like twice.
Luke Diedia Bena. That's literally just add distortion on top of that, and that's how the Google Translate lady is talking.
So basically, it's Balegna.
Do you know what? It's actually quite close.
Balegna.
It's if you were gonna say it's like I don't have it written in front of me. Luke Diedia Bena. Bena is in there, so it's quite close. It's quite close. Yeah. It's close enough.
I like
to be allowed. D&D, something that we ventured into.
Wasn't very enthusiastic originally at the first start. I wasn't even going to do it.
When I first brought it up, I don't know if it was on a podcast actually, but when I first brought it up to you, you said that you were just like, nah, why? Why?
Yeah, we were playing
shit,
Valheim at that point. That's when you started streaming and we were playing Valheim. Because that was back in like February time.
Yeah, Josh has been doing this he's been setting it up for so long.
And we've been pissing him about for so long too.
I think that's just unfortunate. I don't think anyone means to.
No, it's
like
just
with everyone just taking a while to
do
their characters. Like that was so laborious. Like getting everyone to like build their characters and then have it. It's not just like, oh, this is what they look like. Everyone do that. It's
there's so much more.
Pick where they're from. Pick their characteristics. Why do they have these characteristics? Where did they get these characteristics? Were they learnt? Were they inherent? It's fucking. There's so much to it.
Backstories, aspirations, role models, and then you've got all the calculations with your statistics of dexterity, insight, your roll saves.
Yeah.
Your damage modifiers, so all of these different things.
It's mega. And let's shout out Josh. I've said it. Mate, the fact that you've set this up is actually phenomenal. There is like 7 to 9 of us who said we would do it. That's insane for D&D.
That's a lot for D&D.
I think most D&D people don't have 9 people trying to.
No, they're like
especially
4,
online as well. That's what makes it so much worse. We don't meet up in person. That would be hectic enough. Try to fucking sort it out on Discord with all the online maps as well. I'm surprised surprised he kept doing it.
So tabs open.
So mad respect, Joshua.
Very well done.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hopefully we continue it.
Yeah, I think it's just getting that second practice session in for everyone that wasn't there the first time. Because honestly, it's such a great experience. I was fucking loving it. I could
tell, and I was too.
I'm so happy that like even just like. You know, obviously I go like full into it. Like I was standing up, like making sure these actions that I am describing are like people understand what's going on. And I think Josh is, I think he's good at narrating. I feel like he's gonna become such a good narrator. I feel like he's right now he's just getting the basics, making sure everyone's hearing him correct. Oh, it's great.
Well, that's what sold me for D&D, because originally I thought, D&D nerdy game, but it's only nerdy if you're a nerd. We are not technically nerds. We play games a lot. We're on our computers a lot.
It's a case of stereotyping. Like we don't have this, like what you would think of as, you know. I suppose we don't look like D&D players. I suppose a lot of it is stereotyping, because I'm sure a lot of D&D players, you wouldn't look at them immediately and go, "You fucking play D&D, don't you? You fucking, you know, wearing these fucking thick glasses, like, yeah, we're playing D&D tonight, everyone. Yeah, exactly. No one in this group looks like that. And again, I'm sure a lot of people who play D&D don't look like that. But it's just you had this idea,
and we've tailored it to us.
Oh, 100%,
the narration is tailored to us. Like many of the damage that we inflicted on these people in the practice was not your traditional swings a sword, cuts the person across chest. It was in the cock. It was reach around stabbing.
The focus,
like kicking someone in the jaw,
and also as the characters as well. I think the characters. I'm glad Josh. You know, obviously D&D is very like you can make it your own, and I think the way Josh was allowing us to, like the fact that Niall is a halfling, 3'8" blind monk is just it makes up. It like makes situations that we would get into much funnier because we know Niall as a person, and now Niall is constantly like, "Oh yeah, I see this." It's like, "No, you didn't." It's like, "Oh, I sensed trouble."
My character is literally a photocopied in a different font version of Barry Scott. Still it bang,
dude. It's such good, and obviously mine's Yeg. I mean, no one that doesn't need to be said. He's Yeg, and it's a new Yeg, and he's got his own stories. Oh, mate, it's just such good fun.
What I'm interested for now, though, is to incorporate the other players, the people that we didn't have: Barney, Dan, Callum, Hal. We've got these extra people.
That allows Josh to come up with brilliant ways of introducing them to the groups that have already met each other online. And why are they there? Oh,
they could be imaginary friends. Then we're all going nuts. That'd be brilliant. Like Yeg starts talking to Callum, who's just appeared on his shoulder. Yeg had too many
grubs. Talks to open space, and everyone thinks he's a bit weird. Out of nowhere, Callum's character, whatever the name of Callum's character is, appears, and now suddenly Yeg is not talking to himself. Damon. The possibilities in that are endless, especially for our group, as you say. Like I think our humor and like where we want to go with it, and like how much we'll want to take the piss with Josh will obviously be within reason. But like we'll test his abilities as a dungeon master to see how well he can adapt the story to the just crazy shit that we'll probably want to do. It'll be great.
And for anyone that hasn't actually either thought about it or ever played, I do recommend it.
I think if you get a solid
strong
group
disbeliever, never used to think it was cool, always chat on it, and now I'm a big advocate of it.
Yeah, I think it is great. I think if we find just the thing is, obviously for us is just timings, like because obviously everyone's in different places in the UK. People
We're adults,
different work. Yeah, some people have jobs, some are uni, some are free all the time, but then some are like, you know, I suppose it doesn't make sense because Rob doesn't play, neither does Zoe, but like, you know, you might be like seeing other people, so you're not where you need to be, you don't have your laptop, there's so many things that could go on that just get in the way. But I think if you just get like a core group of you, someone that's just like willing to put in the work for Dungeon Master, because obviously there's loads of like pre-set up stuff, and obviously Josh hasn't created everything from scratch, but you know, the amount of work that he's still put in is mad. So if you just get one person to just like put in that work to create the world, you'll put in a little bit of effort for your characters, and then just kind of hang out. But as your characters, you'll eventually like you'll just seamlessly think as your character. Like, what would Bear Scott do? What's his fucking name again? Bayrear. What would Bayrear do? You think like Bayrear, and I think as Yeg. Yeah. I don't think, you know, if Ben's doing that, then I'm going to do this. It's like, why the fuck would Bayrear do that? What would Yeg's response to that be? What does Yeg?
Well, what was quite fun actually was the first time we got into combat, I realized how my character's going to play. Didn't think about that because I was like, I used the move, and the move failed, and I'm really close to this thing, and my melee is weak, and I realized, okay, I am not an up close personal. I am a tactical. We can then shit on.
Yeah, and I think we learned pretty quick that. I don't know.
Yeagle's more formidable than any of us, and he's a bard.
Dude, Yeg I'm not going to lie. Yeg, he threw a couple of lucky rolls. He got lucky because I only have 2 hand axes. My damage, like, I'm not a fighter. I am an entertainer. The first time I tried to use one of my spells or whatever, and it was like disguise self, like that got met with some.
But
weird
that
response.
was so good.
And somehow it fucking worked out. Like, a couple of zombies may have known, like in this practice round that we did, they may have seen me, but they're fucking zombies, mate. Do you know how lucky it was?
That was Josh's doing as well by
zombies,
tailoring it to fit.
Yeah, it all made, like, I really liked, because the narration just worked, right? Because when it was like, I'm disguising myself as a zombie, but the only zombie near me is the one half out the ground. So I can get the top half pretty well done. But then the bottom half was just,
the legs.
It was just guesswork on Yegg's part to fit, like make a zombie out of inside. It was great stuff. It was great stuff. And
enthusiastic.
I think, just the chemistry between everyone else, like, me and Niall, like, why me and Niall, why Yegg, this 15-stone, 5'7", like, entertainer who loves the harmonica, and this halfling, small monk who is blind, why did we go on watch? Once we went on watch that night, for some reason...
You woke up everyone as well.
Yeah, that was
That's another thing.
That was a good call.
That was a good call. Although, I reckon everyone would have woken up, but... I wonder how it played out. Who would have thought who?
It could have been a more dangerous scenario. You could have been caught. Like if I only woke up Marge, and she's like, oh, I see these zombies over here. But then if I didn't wake up anyone else, one could have. Josh could have said, one's coming in the woods, and they are fucking coming straight for the group. Boom, danger. Could have changed. But me and Niall, we were like, me and Zhao, we were just like Zhao Man and Igor, but it was just like. I just kept calling him Chow, probably insensitive, but he didn't mind. So it was just a case of like, why? I think we're going to stick together. It was great fun. Again, recommend it if you can. If you have a group of friends that do it, I'm sure they're out there. If you don't have a group of friends that can do it, there are people out there who are probably looking.
Oh yeah, 100%.
To play. And
I would you make new friends, new dynamic.
Yeah,
switch it up a bit.
It's great fun. D&D. I'm glad we finally got to it as well. I think our group.
Yeah.
I think with the whole like everyone making their characters, taking their time, or like not being able to make it. I think now that we are at this point, things can only go well as long as we just find the time.
We've topped the first domino.
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's great. It's great. What else has happening? What's going on? What's going on in the world? Euros? You don't even watch much football, do you?
I have been watching it.
You've been keeping up with the Euros.
I've been keeping up with it.
Yeah.
Very good. I missed was it the first game? Yeah, our very first game I missed because someone was late to work.
I've missed a bunch of rogue games around that. I'm like, oh, I'd want to see that, and then like I stay at work a bit longer, or I'm just like, oh, fuck, like when we played D&D, that was such a good day for Euros. There were fucking like 9 goals total. Both games went to penalties. What the shit? Why did we miss that? Of all,
we missed all of it.
It was so unfortunate. But I think,
the Euros is going well.
Euros are going
I'm just hoping we don't get cocky.
Yeah, I think England have a weird arrogance about themselves. Like, we hate England when they play bad, but when we get through on like 1-0, we're like, it's coming. It's fucking stupid. And
it's like,
I don't know.
We are invincible.
Yeah, we are so stupid. Do you know what? I'm actually gutted for it, and this is somehow weaving Igor into the conversation yet again. I was yesterday when England played and when Sweden played, I was like, I want England to win because obviously, I'm English. I want England to win. But then I have said from the beginning, I was like, I want like a team that's unexpected to win. We've had the Netherlands go out. We've had Portugal go out. We've had fucking France go out. They were the last Euros winners, mate. It's intense. Yeah. Like all the big teams they're out, and now all the teams which I say not big, but like they're obviously amazing. They got to this stage of the Euros. They're obviously quite good. But like Ukraine, what? Who's expecting them to win the Euros? No one except fucking me. I'm like, I want Ukraine. I want someone just unknown to just come forward and just start beating everyone. And now look what's happening. Quarterfinals, England versus Ukraine.
Oh, I know.
I literally said to Polly, I was like, this is fucked. Because like I want England to go through, obviously, but then I kind of want Ukraine to just beat everyone and just fucking go to the top. So
who's on the other side? If we win against Ukraine, who could we play?
I can't figure it out from the fucking BBC Sports thing, but I think, right, so Czech Republic, Denmark, Ukraine, England are playing on Saturday, I think is the next. No. So Switzerland, Spain, Belgium, Italy on Friday. And I think the winner of like Switzerland, Spain potentially will play probably one of Ukraine or England. Because they will like do a full swap, so it won't just be like doom. It'll be like a whoop, and they'll
Yeah.
crisscross until they get 2 in the middle. So who knows? Who fucking knows? We could play Switzerland or Spain. We could play Belgium or Italy. Basically, that's a bunch of difficult. We're now into like the end game. Now we're into like it's going to be a tough game no matter what. Like you can't.
Well, Ukraine's definitely the underdog right there.
Yeah, like I think England.
Maybe.
You know, I say that, but Ukraine beat Sweden, and that Sweden are a strong side. So like the fact that you know it's a case of like, you know, you can't say oh that should be an easy game for England, because now it's kind of like every game is gonna be a tough one at this point in the tournament. Now it's like it's not like facing Macedonia.
Yeah.
We kind of know that if you're gonna face Macedonia, you're probably gonna come away with a win. Chances are, unless you like really fuck it up. It's all tough teams from now. So that's football. I got Polly into football.
Oh really?
I say got her into it. Like obviously I'm only interested in the Euros. I'm like kind of a fake fan. I'm kind of just I'm here for England. You know, I'm here because of England.
You can't not support your home country.
Yeah, and like the Euros, it's interesting because it's a quick tournament. You know, it's 2 months total.
It's
like
rapid. Yeah.
Yeah, like you know, you'll see group games are over. Everyone gets like a 3-day break. All right, knockout stages, boys.
See you later.
Yeah, now it's we introduce penalties into the tournament.
Yeah,
that's when it starts to get fucking serious.
I do love a good game where there's penalties. It's just entertaining.
It's just
the tension as well, especially if it's your own team.
Yeah,
because you sitting there nerve-wracking, watching each penalty swap over.
Dude, and it's the fact that they walk from the halfway line as well. That time that it takes for them to walk, you know, that is like that is the most intense. They're walking slowly. They're trying to go right. Ignore the crowd, ignore the team. It's me and the keeper and the ball. That's it. That's all we need to do. Crowd's going fucking ballistic. Your team's like sitting there in silence, like some don't even look. I find that intense. The fact that some players will choose not to look at their player taking a penalty or the other team taking a penalty is just ridiculous. Yeah. I think in my head, I would always look. It'd be tense, but I would always prefer to keep an eye and just like, you know, if say it was us and you go up for a pen, and this is like if you miss, we lose. If you score, we're still in it. If you miss, you're gonna die. Basically, you're gonna break down. You're gonna be like, "Fuck, I miss. I screwed it." I would probably want to be like the first one, like walking towards you, because I'm like, holy shit, we're fucked now. Everyone's gonna be pissed. Fans are gonna be like, "Oh, he biffed it. Ben biffed it." Oh, it's gonna be horrible. And so, like, we just want to be like, right, everyone forward. Let's bring him in. Take him to the side.
As you walk on, I'm putting on Kevlar and a helmet and walking to the tunnel.
Everyone walks up to you and like slaps a helmet on you, like, all right, brother.
Looking up at the fan.
Hopefully we meet you in the locker room. Otherwise, you're on your
Good
own,
luck.
lad.
Godspeed.
Godspeed, soldier. That would be horrendous. Other than that, getting Polly into it. That was funny. Because she like has always said from the beginning, she was like, "Oh, I don't really care for football," and I was like, "Yeah, me neither. You know, I don't watch the fucking league games or whatever. Euros come on, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to watch the football." And she's like, you know, whatever. And I think she came over when I think England played one of their games, and I was like, I want to watch it because it's England. You know, I'm not going to write it off. Be like, I'm going to hang out with Polly instead of watching, you know, Netherlands versus someone. And she was like, you know, she barely paid attention. Then one of the games was Austria versus the Netherlands. And that was an interesting one. Obviously, she's from Austria. So I was like, hey, that's basically your team. And then she was like, I really liked the Netherlands when she was into football when she was like a kid because they were orange, right? And that was basically the only reason. I was like, well, we have to watch this game because it's basically the only two teams that you're like aware of and you know of. We watched that, and she was like, got into it because of Austria, maybe. The games last night changed everything. Right?
Really? What's that? Crazy.
So England were on at 5, and I was like, right, we're going to get pizza in. We got snacks, right? I had a brownie. Again, makes it seem like I'm a pothead. It just seems like it. It's just unfortunate.
It's just unfortunate events.
It's just the timing. It's just the fact that I'm just telling a story about this topic, and I just happened to do that at that time. Regardless, I was sat there, England are on, and I'm like, it's tense, you know, it's 0-0, and I'm like, oh shit, fuck. And like we were talking just casually, and then there was like this point where like we stopped talking and we were just watching, And I was like, oh shit. And then fucking, I think it was when Muller missed. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh fuck. I was like, he should have scored. I was like, honestly, he should have scored. And she was like, oh my God, how did he miss? I was like, what the fuck? What did you just say? And then we watched, what was the game after it? Ukraine-Sweden. And I was like, oh, that game we talked through, but afterwards I was like, oh yeah, you know, the quarterfinals are at this date or whatever. Italy are playing this team on this day. And she was like, oh, so can I see you on Friday? And I was like, oh yeah, like after work, maybe I'll probably have time. Like, yeah, let's see you on Friday.
She's actually invested.
And she was like, yeah, we can watch football. And I was like, yeah, we can watch football, yeah.
Yeah. Woo!
And she was like, yeah, I'm actually excited to watch the football. I'm like, I can't believe those words are coming out of your mouth. That's crazy. So here we are, enjoying football.
It's a nice feeling, though. It's a nice feeling being in Polly's shoes as well, where you get your eye open to something.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, because like
something that you're not really big on, and then you said, "Oh, I like D&D actually." Like we just said it.
Yeah,
like, something you would never really big on. You've gone, "Oh, this is really good."
Yeah, it can be exciting. And the thing is, nor am I expecting myself to suddenly get into like league football. Like I'm not doing an Andy. He fucking got interested in like the Euros or the World Cup, and then suddenly he was like, "All right, Chelsea," and now he fucking knows everything about football. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think it's just interesting to know like the current players. Like, this was my first time seeing, well, I said like the Euros. We're seeing fucking Grealish and Foden, mate. Those two, and fucking mate, what's the guy's name? What's his name? Saka or something? The 19-year-old. Fuck, what's his name?
The bleached hair.
No, that's Foden, I think. Or are you thinking of Phillips? Because he has like he's fuck. Look, let me just look up the England squad and let me just make sure I get his name right. How do you say that name? God fucking, I don't want to be disrespectful. Is it Bukayo Saka? Yeah, that's it. Bukayo Saka. He's fucking insane. The fact that I haven't heard of these fucking people until the Euros, or like I may have seen it on Twitter once, but you know, I don't care. It's football Twitter. I don't give a fuck. Jack Grealish, mate.
He's from smaller teams, though.
He's like a modern day David Beckham. It's insane. Watching him, he's got the hairband in. He's like, he's got the tape on his hand. He's got the short shorts. He's got the short socks. He's got like a hella distinctive image. Like you look at a field, you go, well, there's Grealish over there. He's right there. Yeah. Same with Foden. Like he's got that bleached fucking short hair. To be honest,
he is insane as well.
And do you know what's funny? I watched a TikTok and it was like if England do well in the tournament, I bet you'll see like his fucking haircut donned by like all the lads. And like if you saw anyone now with that haircut, you'd think looks a bit like a prick. But because he's on the England squad and he's doing well, and he's a great player, it's a trend.
I remember what game was it? Against Scotland. It was the actual first game I managed to watch.
Yeah.
Where I was on it.
And we made such a massive deal out of that game as well.
We did as well. we really
Scotland,
did.
The fucking
biggest rivalry.
Yeah, the rivalry. What's it called? Derby. Whatever. It's the biggest derby in like national. Fucking hell. Fucking James McAvoy before the game.
Oh yeah,
dude, that was so strange. I remember watching it, going, they've done this specifically because of this game. James McAvoy probably is a football fan, but the fact that they brought him on to film this little promo before the game, being like,
just for British TV.
It's ridiculous.
Strange. But it's cool. I like that.
Cool.
That shows it's a big deal.
And it hypes up the game more. If you know, people that don't watch football, like, you know, me, I'm going, fucking hell, James McAvoy. Fucking hell, this must be serious. Bringing in a it's insane. Mate, honestly, I am gas for England.
I am invested.
You know, I'm remaining somewhat hopeful, but I'm also being hella realistic. You know.
Yes, I have faith.
Yeah, we have a track record of biffing it. Not always our fault necessarily, but just you know, I think it's the fans which put a lot of pressure on the team. Like player, every game they get asked, they're like, oh, you know, we thinking about the next game? Could be Germany. You know, we're just we take game by game, mate. They're probably bricking it. Fucking having 40,000 people at Wembley. Everyone on Twitter being like, you know, oh, Sterling's, you know, done it. Oh, Kane's disappointing. Oh, this, that, and the other. It's like, mate, don't be a dick.
Everyone's a critic.
Mate, I can't believe England just don't get far enough, and people are blaming the manager. I believe in Gareth Southgate. honestly.
I do, 100%. That man is genius.
My knowledge of football doesn't go too far in with the managers, but I remember Capello. Do you remember Capello? Fabio
Capello.
Mate,
I met him.
Okay, where did you meet him?
We don't need to go into that.
No, that's just just a random. At Wembley. You just met him at Wembley randomly.
Met him at Wembley. Went for a pint.
Yeah. Best mates.
I was like 7 or something.
We'll get him on the podcast. But like, who was after Capello? Mate, I'm gonna look up these managers. I just want to make sure my information's correct. There's no point in us making guesswork if we don't fucking know. England managers. I just need to know.
It's funny though, because Capello was Italian or French?
Italian, I think. England,
and he's captain of the England team.
Yeah,
which I found very interesting.
It's pretty intense.
The fact that he could be leading England against Italy, and he's got a root for England.
Yeah, so we've had, who was it during? Oh my God, Sven-Goran Eriksson. So we had a Swedish manager between 2001 and 2006. And we got to the quarters of the World Cup, the quarters of the Euros, and then the quarters of the World Cup again with him. And that was just nuts, right? Because that's when we had players like Lampard, Gerrard, fucking Rooney. We had fucking such insane players. If they could play well together, and people kept putting it down as like, oh, it's like club rivalries. Realistically, I don't think any of the players give a fuck. When it comes to national stuff, they know it's like, we are a team, right? We're a unit. Yeah. They just didn't have good managers, right? Because then we had Steve McLaren for a year. We failed to qualify for the 2008 Euros.
Really?
But, mate, that's why he was probably only there a year. He wasn't there a while. Then we had Capello from 2008 to 2012. He got us to the round of 16 of the 2010 World Cup. Could be unfortunate. Maybe it was his managerial skills. Who knows? Then we had Hodgson, Roy Hodgson. He did okay at the beginning. Quarterfinals of the 2012 Euros, group stage of the World Cup. That's poor. I think England probably should have gone through to the round of. We should always, I think, get to the top 16. Realistically, I think England have those players. We shouldn't be dropping out at the group stage. And then round of 16 Euros. And then since then, we've had Sam Allardyce. And then we've had Gareth Southgate since. And I think he's... Look, 4th place World Cup. And then in the UEFA Nations League, don't know what the fuck that is, 3rd place. He's clearly done something with the players that we have.
Yes.
And we are... You know, again, that's probably why I'm hopeful. You know, I feel like we've got a manager who can actually, like, kind of get the players together and get them actually fucking functioning as a team rather than having this like
he pulls plans out the box as well, like they're different. And I think that's what's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing. I you know, hopeful for England. I think Gaza, he can do stuff. I think we've got fucking the young talent on the team. That I've already forgotten his name. Saka. I'll just call him by Saka. Yeah. That guy, mate. He's 19.
Fucking, and he's playing in the Euros.
He's played at Arsenal since the under-8s. He has been...
Really?
Yeah, he was in an interview. I can't remember. I think he said he was in like the under-8s, the under-9s, the under-10s, the under-12s, under-13s, under-15s, under-16s, under-17s. He played for the under-18s, the under-21s. He played for the under-23s. He made his debut at Arsenal at 17. Like, the kid's clearly got some talent. And now he's playing for England at fucking 19. And he did the same there, like under 16s, under 18s, under 21s, under 23s, full like senior squad. Fuck, mate, we've got some good players on that team.
Yeah,
we've got some quality. Like you don't need to be a fan of football to know that like these young guys, mate, they are mad. Like Grealish,
it's the next generation.
Next generation. I think these are like the next gen. Like these are like the next golden era. Like mate, they are class.
Because you think Rooney. Or Beckham, all of them came in at some point young. Yeah. Not just England players, everywhere. And these guys are now starting off, and they're starting off well.
Yeah.
They're coming into a tournament, and they're doing all right now.
They're doing, and if they get, do you know, even if they got to like, even if we go out the quarters, even if we go out the semis, they will be regarded as probably like a top tier England squad 100%. That we've probably had in a while. They're intense. I'm excited.
It'll be one that'll be on a plaque somewhere. Like
I'm excited.
Marking
for
this team.
I'm excited because he is just such a modern day Beckham. He's got the like Beckham look. You know, he's just that distinctive look. He's got that kind of like funny, he's funny. He's
He's
cool.
sure of himself.
Yeah, he's cool. He has that cockiness,
Confident.
but like he's still a good team player. So like when he
Yep.
needs to be cocky, he'll probably take a fucking swing at goal or just like a fucking Hail Mary pass. But then it will it'll come through and it'll be like, wow, that's who we needed on the team. Fantastic. That's the Euros.
A bit more of him.
Yeah, I think everyone honestly, and it makes me like, I like knowing a little bit about it. Like as I said, I've got like quite a shallow knowledge of football, but like my memory of football, like I know how to play. I know what's good. I don't need to. I'm not like watching the Euros like, okay, so when he does that, he's offside. It's like,
So if he was to pick out with his hands, that's not allowed.
Why is that one in the back in a different coloured shirt allowed to pick it up? That doesn't make any sense. It's called football. Fuck
That
it.
guy in the middle with the card's not touched it once.
Why do they single him out? I think they should let him join one of the teams who's losing. I think make it fair. Honestly, the refs in the Euros have been really good. Some of them questionable. I'm not going to lie.
Yes.
I feel so awful, right? When I'm watching and some tackle will happen and I'm like, oh, fucking get up, and then they actually turn out to be injured. That I feel bad. Then I also feel bad when like player goes down, ref blows a whistle, and I'm like, fucking hell, what's happened? And then a player will get sent off, and I'm like, oh fuck, oh shit, maybe it's serious. They'll show it in VAR, and the commentators will be like, it's definitely not a red. I just don't see how that's a red. Maybe it's a yellow for maybe it's a bit like violent, maybe like aggressive. And then I'm like, oh no. And then the ref is like, nah, red. And I'm like, oh, that's so peak, because like everyone else is saying it's not. Oh, and then he's just walking off the pitch, and I'm like, that's so peak, man. I felt bad in the Ukraine-Sweden game when that fucking guy got his knee snapped. He hyperextended. What? No, not snapped. That's so dramatic. He hyperextended his knee, right? He basically tried to jump over a tackle, and the guy had a high foot. So if this is his knee, he hit the side.
Oh,
it bent the other way, small, whoa. And I was like, whoa! I watched it, and I was like, oh shit! I was like, oh fuck, he's getting sent off. Holy shit! And the guy's getting angry. The guy who made the tackle was like, oh, VAR. And I was like, mate, don't look at VAR. That's awful. In slow-mo, it's so much worse. And he probably got back and saw it on replay and was like, oh shit, yeah, no, fuck, I've really fucked him up. I fucked him up there. Probably feels horrible.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, he fucked his knee, mate. He fucked it. I think, and he was on. Wait, I can't remember who was it. Sweden that made the tackle. They have the same colours, right? They're both yellow and blue, and I don't know which one was which. I don't know who. I think Ukraine were blue. I feel like Ukraine probably went down. Potentially, I feel like a Ukrainian player, and which sucks because obviously Ukraine got through. Exactly. So it's not like I got injured, but we're out, so fuck it, I can just recover. He's probably I want to fucking recover so I can play in the next game. Mm-hmm. Poor guy.
No chance.
Nah, probably not. It's probably not safe, to be honest. He'll fucking snap. He'll snap his fucking leg next game.
Yeah, yeah. Or the other one.
Yeah, both just hyperextended, just low.
It's bouncing up and down like a car jack.
Oh, goodness me.
Very goodness.
Mate.
What? Mate, very goodness.
Very goodness. We've had a good time.
Yeah, we have. It's been nice. Nice and refreshing.
Nice. I think we'll play it by ear. We'll definitely, we'll figure something out. You want to watch Bo Burnham's at some point, Bo Burnham's thing?
Yep. And I also want to do an episode about Loki. If you that. Have you been watching it?
Yeah. Me and Polly have been loving it.
I'm about to watch. I'm literally going to watch the new one after this. It's Wednesday.
Oh, fuck. Oh, me and Polly should have watched that today. What the fuck were we thinking?
Oh, has she already been over?
Yeah, she was over yesterday into today because we watched the football. So and she was here all afternoon. Fuck, dude. Damn it. Why didn't I? Oh. Regardless.
Time management.
Well, we'll watch it on Friday. It'll be fine. Will we? We're watching football on Friday. I don't know. Regardless. Oh, mate, we'll do more of this. It's been class. It's been class, mate.
It's been nice.
Where's my mouse gone? I don't know.
There's only one thing left to say, isn't there?
Yeah. Fair enough, mate.
See you around.
See you around! Oh, God, that was 55 minutes, mate. That was 55 minutes.
Yes, that's good, though.